Hi there, Matt Wonderlick here. So our third tip of the week for low back pain is going to be dealing with posture. Your posture can really affect a lot of things about your body. It can affect your neck, your low back, especially your low back. So what we do most days now is we work on computers, we sit all day. More and more jobs are going this way. Less activity, less movement throughout the day. So your posture plays a big part in that. So what happens is when we sit, and I've zoomed out a little bit, hopefully you can see me pretty good so I can kind of demonstrate here. But when I turn here, when we sit, okay, we tend to hunch. We tend to roll over. So we start to arch our back. And what that does, it puts a lot of stress on your low back and your spine. That curve is there. Think of it like a spring. The curve is there to distribute the weight. So when you're sitting or even up doing stuff, it distributes the weight equally so your body can kind of like bounce. And so one joint doesn't get too much pressure compared to the other joints. So when we're sitting all day and we roll our back, we hunch over, we're leaning forward, we're working on computers, we're looking down, it can affect the neck, but it definitely puts a lot more stress and weight on your low back. So what we want to do, a couple things, is we want to make sure that we're sitting up straight. Lumbar supports in your chair are great. You can buy little inserts like a little slim back rest to help keep you sit up straight. Sitting at the front of your chair can help make you sit up straight. Yoga balls, sometimes sitting on those throughout the day, they can help keep you moving, keep your low back loose. Also makes you sit up a little straighter. So those are a couple things for posture wise. Another couple things that help is taking, when you're working on a computer here, moving your monitor up. So when you're sitting, you're not looking down, you're actually looking more up towards your screen, and that'll get your head to come back up, and it almost makes you sit back up straight. So just a couple ergonomic things for your desk, getting yourself up, and of course getting up and moving throughout the day. I would recommend at least every half hour, getting up, moving around, at least a minute or two, just to try to get your body loose and moving and working and get those joints working. Your body was built for motion. So you want to make sure you keep everything moving, everything working well. The last thing I want to talk about posture, if you do have more of a physical job, if you're up on your feet all day, having inserts in your shoes, even just a doctor shoulder cushion, can help give you a little extra cushion so you're not having so much compression on your back. And also lifting. The key to lifting is, again, you want to use your legs, squatting, okay? Don't bend. Use your legs are stronger than your back. But again, most times people don't think about that, and you're just bending over a little bit to grab something. Well, what happens again is when we bend, we tend to roll our back and put stress on the low back. But you can bend without doing that. And what you got to do is kind of lock your back in place and bend at your hips. So you keep the arch in your back, and you keep your back straight, but you bend at your hips so you can grab stuff, and that keeps the stress off your low back. So just a couple tips. If you have questions about that, please feel free to comment or send me a message. I hope this is helpful. We'll wrap it up tomorrow with our last tip of the week. Hopefully a little fun stuff. And hopefully if you have any questions with low back pain, go to my website, drmattwonderlick.com, and get a report. I cover all this stuff in those reports. So thank you and have a great day.